Well, we're back, folks. Welcome to Fallout Shelter, revamped Fallout Shelter. If you may remember the last Fallout Shelter, we used to harp on those guys pretty good.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
You know,
It was fun.
It was fun. A lot of it was funny, especially going after Ross. And then we got served some papers and had a good laugh about that. But really, you know, this revamp, and one of the reasons why we took a break is it just really wasn't the direction we wanted to go, right? I think we want to use this platform. We've got a pretty decent reach, so we want to use this platform to, you know, really get through to traders. Of course, we're still going to have some laughs and bust and balls and everything else like that, but I think we'll tone it back. Plus, you know, there's someone else that got rather sensitive, very sensitive. He whined and complained a lot.
Yeah.
Almost daily, I was on the back of DMs and on Twitter, and just like, you know, we're just fucking around, man. We're just joking around. Not much of a sense of humor.
No, nobody has a sense of humor.
No, very sensitive. Again, he is from California, though, so I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry to the guys in California, but come on, you fucking know you're all sensitive and shit, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot's happened since those last episodes of Fallout Shelter. Like, lots has happened. I mean, I'm down here. The sure in the fuck isn't Canada. I mean, we're in almost beginning of November now.
Beautiful. This is
Yeah.
unbelievable, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, it's funny talking about a year ago, what can happen in a year?
Mm-hmm.
How your life can change. Think about, you know, we were talking about this the other day. Last January,
Yeah.
you were in Canada
Yep.
thinking about opening up a gym up there,
Yep.
maybe buying some land or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
And in less than a year, you moved your life here in Costa Rica, of all places.
Yeah.
And here I am talking to you,
Yeah.
looking over this view.
In November.
Who would have ever thought
Yeah,
that?
it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
You know, and it's funny. I think people think I'm bullshitting when I say that's how it came up. I literally turned to Chrissy and said, "Let's move. Why don't we move to Costa Rica?" What happened is we were going to buy a house on the lake in Canada, and we were having internet issues. Like, for some reason, we couldn't get internet up there.
Yeah,
It was in
remember.
the middle of nowhere. It was a gorgeous lake. The house was amazing, just an amazing house. The couple that owned it, I think they had a spill down the stairs. I think an elderly couple, right? And I think they had a spill down the stairs. I think they had a scare, and they needed to get rid of it. The stairs were deadly. They were straight down, really scary. A bunch of sharp corners and shit. Definitely break a hip on that. And we were going to pick it up, but like I said, we were having internet issues, and we couldn't get internet. It was in Canada. You know, like, everyone likes to ask me, it's like, oh, what's the internet down in Costa Rica? It's a third world country, isn't it? Dude,
Not even
that
close.
drives me absolutely up the wall when
Yeah.
people say or ask, is it a third world country? I got a newsflash for you guys. Not every country's outside of Canada. The UK, Germany, and France, and the US are third world, okay? I know a lot of people like to think that, but it's really far from it.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, everyone's got good paying jobs. They just have different priorities down here completely. They're not hung up on keeping up with their neighbors, where, you know, I can remember talking with a guy. He was a friend of Chrissy's. Actually, he was one of Chrissy's bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And we went over to go watch the hockey game. And he was saying we were leaving, and then he was saying that, well, he's like, fuck, Pat, now I gotta redo my roof. And I'm like, oh, you got some leaks, or obviously thinking there's some sort of issues, because I don't think this way. I think people like this that think this way are nuts. And he goes, no, my next door neighbor across the street, he's putting in a roof. So now I have to put it in. I'm
Seriously?
serious. No, I'm telling you. And I looked at him like he was from Mars. I've never understood that mentality.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, if you are somebody that does that, guys, don't do it. It ain't worth. Who gives a shit what anybody has? Who cares about what anybody owns? That shit doesn't matter. That stuff really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And, you know, if you're one that tries to keep up with the Joneses, cut that shit out. You're gonna be chasing the wrong the wrong goals in life, man. I mean, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, you know, and people, I mean, especially where I'm from, Vegas, you get the LA crowd, you get that whole California crowd. It's so materialistic, and it's all about what you look like, and it's
very toxic.
Fucking disgusting, man.
It's very toxic.
You come to a place like this, and everybody's just chill. Look at you're
nobody gives a fuck.
Shorts, tank top, all day long.
I haven't worn anything other than this.
Yeah,
I mean, I got some pretty stupid fucking swim trunks on.
Those are cute.
But
those are adorable.
Yeah, I don't want to show
this
anybody
guy right
these.
here.
I'm not showing anybody these.
Jeez. But, you know, and we were talking about that today, about how the saturation of social media with everybody trying to look their best, and it's such a cesspool of insecurity.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And when you come to a place like this where there's not any wind, that view, it's beautiful out, and this is the stuff that really matters. You know, it really does. Talking to
freedom,
good friends,
man. You
freedom
know, like
to hang out, barbecuing, and having a view like this, and not a care in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And you know what kind of brought this conversation up earlier today is I was scrolling through Instagram, and there's this guy, this big jack guy, man bun. Of course, he's got a man bun and the big beard, real groomed beard. Looks like a tough guy, right? But you know this guy.
Pussy.
He came across even a spider in his bathroom. He probably shit his pants. But anyways, he's selling a course on how to get followers. Nothing other than that. Like, not selling a course on how to sell a course like some other people out there, but it's on just to get followers. And it's crazy. It's like, why the fuck does anybody care about that? I could see coming from if you have a business, I get that.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get it. That is coming from a place of some sort of rational thought, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have to do it just to, you know, we've grown organically.
Completely organically.
100% organically. So we've been dabbling in
like, we haven't taken out Facebook ads.
No,
Actually, hold on. I should clarify, because there's going to be, I'm sure, people watching. Oh, no, I've seen Facebook ads. No, simply that was all just experimental, just to see. And they're bullshit. They're not even ads. They were a couple posts that I made that I put out and promoted just to see. Like, I don't know how any of that stuff works, right? So, but other than that, it's like, no, this is 100% organic. And the story of TrickTrades really is amazing for people that have been with me from the beginning. They're well aware of the crazy ride it's been, and it has been a crazy ride. I hope we don't get rained out here, but it has been a crazy ride, and it has been 100% organic growth, and that really is a testament to the education. I don't want to turn this in to one big TrickTrades pump. I just want this to be shooting the shit, but it is a testament to that. It really is, and where we've come in a year, and even where I've grown personally over the past year. You know, I'm sure some people have noticed that I just don't go after people anymore. I'll be honest. You know what it was that really. And I think this is true, and this is coming from a place of complete honesty, and did some soul searching and some thinking. And I think that came from being up in Canada, right? Mm-hmm. Not happy with life on some level. Because for people that are from northern Canada, especially northern Alberta, the weather's fucking brutal. When I did that vlog post where I held up the passport and I said I need to help, a lot of people didn't understand. But a lot of those people that didn't understand, they were coming from places like Florida or California or, you know, Texas, like nice places, right? Like, and they didn't understand, right? And what it really boiled down to, I think it had to do with being bored to some level, or not being happy. Because the second I came down here, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Yeah.
I could give two shits what Martin Rock's doing, or Ross. That's a different story. That guy's hilarious. But you know, Sykes and all those guys, I really don't care. I don't see any of those guys as competition, and nor is this any way a slight against them. Before you start fucking crying over there. it's just I really don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. You know, they're in penny stock land. They're lost in penny stock land. They can have that. I want nothing to do with that. We trade proper stocks, and but like I said, to get back on track, I really think that that's what it had to do with. And if you're someone that's always looking for fucking drama and everything else, and that's just the reality of it. Like, I'm just being honest. I think that that's what it had to do with. I think it had a lot to do with being bored on a small level, or just like, I don't know, like not happy, or I don't know. It's kind of hard to find the words, but I think you guys are picking up what I'm laying down. Like,
well, I think you always had a vision of there's always something more in store for you. Just like me, I always thought there was more. Like, there's something else out there.
What's the hand on that?
Yeah, there's something else out there. Everything happens for a reason. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. We're all here because of the decisions we made our whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I went through the last couple of years has brought me right to this spot here.
Yeah.
What you've gone through, it all worked out so you could be right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's weird how the universe works.
Oh man, it was
know?
literally just about to open up a gym, and like completely different path, completely different path. Chrissy and I were going to open up a gym for something to do, because we do have a lot of free time. As myself being a trader, even with running the room, I think there's still opportunity to own other businesses, and that's what we were going to do. And I'm telling you guys, like, it literally, just the words puked out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what it was, and now we're here. And when people think that, it's like they doom themselves in some ways. They think it's a lot harder and a lot more work than really what it is.
You got to get out of your comfort zone. Like, people are so scared, and you got to take a chance. If you don't take a chance, you're always going to get what you've gotten.
Yeah.
I know that sounds basic, but it's true.
No, it's true.
You got to step out and take a chance.
Well, take my dad, for example.
Yeah.
The guy, he's 60 years old. If anyone's interested, I've got a vlog, just kind of detailing that, how I retired him, and the experience that it was retiring my parents, and because he's fucked, right? He's a welder. He's a 60-year-old welder from Alberta. I mean, with the Liberals, without going into a whole politics thing, the Liberals and the NDP have really fucked up the Western Canada, especially if you're any type of blue-collar worker. And that's what the Alberta government told us to do back then. They told us to go get tickets, and there's absolutely no work. He's completely fucked. And being able to retire him was an absolute experience. Maybe I'll try and link that in the video if you guys are interested but haven't seen it.
It's awesome.
It's pretty cool. It's one of the biggest accomplishments of my life, something that I'm extremely proud of, and would love for you guys to be able to do something like that, whatever that may be, whatever your that's something I've always wanted to do. But that's what I'm saying, like, when you follow the rules your entire life and you play it safe, that's what happens. Because that's what happened to my dad, and that's something I don't wish on anyone. Being sick, and it can happen to anyone that's listening. Don't think you're better than that, because my dad, he's an amazing guy. He's worked hard his whole fucking life. He's never looked for a handout. He's always worked hard. He's always followed the rules, and that's where it got him. And that's why I'm not a fan of following the rules. Maybe that's why on some level I am a rebel, and I know that sounds funny, but it's true in every sense of the word. I am. I've always rebelled against the rules. I've always said the rules are for people that don't know what the fuck they're doing, right? And if you follow the rules, sometimes it'll pay off, but I think more often than not, I really don't think they do.
I've gotten fired from so many jobs because, just from what you said, I hated being told what to do by somebody younger than me with less experience. Yeah. And the older you get, the more that just digs at you. And you're like, I know I'm meant for something better. I'm not going to let this clown tell me, you're going to dictate my money? Yeah. You're going to tell me what to do? Yeah. I know. I've been around the block 100 times.
No, I know. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy.
And I know there's people out there that are going through what I went through. And if I could say anything, just believe in yourself, and you got to take a chance. Yeah. Some of them aren't going to work. but
Oh, a lot of
you're-
them aren't going to work.
you're
Yeah.
one step closer.
Yeah, but
And
you
when
gotta
you
try.
fail, just think of that as that. Thank you, I failed. That means I'm one step closer to making it.
Yeah, please,
You know
sir,
what I
may I
mean?
have another?
Exactly.
You got to embrace the suck,
Yeah,
man.
you have
Because
to.
it takes a lot. There's a lot of fucking failures, and without turning this into some sort of, Instagram motivational fucking
you know-
bullshit, because that's complete nonsense. It really is
Yeah.
nonsense. It comes from a place where they're trying to do subscriber grabs and get followers, and it comes from the wrong place. I think there's a lot of that goes on. There's so much. There's a lack in being genuine, and people think they're being genuine, but they're not. They're full of fucking shit.
The only way to get followers supposedly on Instagram is you have to follow other people.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to fake it and pretend you like them, so they'll follow you
They'll
back.
like you.
So that means all the followers are all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all just fake. It's
Yeah,
one big
it's all
circle of
fake.
fake and toxic.
It is, man.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it really is. And if you're the type of person that chases that, like, cut it out, man.
Yeah, I can't stand it. You know, just the insecurity you see out there.
Yeah.
And I think, you've been at this for a couple of years. I joined you about a year ago.
Yeah.
We have a really, really great game plan ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go out and find those people that we want to work with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the people that are with us can stay, or if you're not comfortable, you know, it's going to be the best thing you ever seen. But it's about changing people's lives. That's what we're doing. That's what you're doing.
It's literally happening every fucking day. It really is. Yeah, and I think that, Tino and I were talking about this the other night, and I get frustrated in it, and it sounds like I'm being a dick to people sometimes. It's not coming from a place of me wanting to be an asshole. I don't like being an asshole. It comes easy to me, but I don't like being an asshole. I think because I figured it out, that's the thing, guys, and to actually be, and that's what muddies it. Social media muddies the whole 10%er thing. 90% fail, 10% make it in the world of day trading, and that 10% is probably more like 5%, somewhere in there, okay? But when you have someone that has actually figured it out, and you come to learn from them, but yet you don't listen, it's very frustrating. You have to think about it from my perspective, guys, the amount of work and time that I put in with people, and then for them to not listen and try and still figure things out on their own, which I get wanting to figure things out on their own. But long story short here, guys, I think, never take it from a place like I'm being an asshole. I'm not. And I'll tell you what, and I said it today in the room, if I ever not yell at you, if I ever not give a shit, if I ever not care that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, I've given up. You absolutely
I get yelled at every day.
Absolutely.
Maybe every hour.
Yeah. Every 10, 15 minutes, probably more like it.
Oh, man. But, it can get frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that just goes to show you what's been out there for the last few years. Our people are so used to this being an easy thing,
And it's rewiring people. That's the struggle of it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's more so what I'm trying to get at. It's not trying to get people to implement the strategy. The strategy's so simple, it'll make your head spin. And it really is, but it's people believing that it can be a simple strategy. It is caveman simple. When I explain the strategy to my own mother, and I'm serious, by the way, like, my mom's a fucking pothead. Trying to have a conversation with her sometimes is it's something else. But no, she actually she understands what I'm doing, and it's people that they just, I don't know, man.
It's like they're searching for the next greatest thing. They think that you're lying, like you're holding something back, and it's crazy because I get hit up on DMs too with people asking me questions, and I explain it to them as simple as I can, and they keep, like, there's always another thing.
That's the thing, though. You touched on it, though. Tino's has got DMs thinking like, okay, so what's Pat telling you? Because you're closer with Pat, so what's Pat telling you? Nothing I'm not telling everyone else.
Anything you hear from Pat is it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
There's no...
Tino's down here right now. He comes to the office with me every morning. He hovers over me as I trade to learn. He sees exactly what I'm doing. He can see it's, number one, a live account for you motherfuckers out there. He can see that the trades I'm taking are the trades I'm taking. He can see that the strategy I'm trading is my strategy, and I hold that as gospel, as my personal Bible, right? And it really is that simple. Once you have figured something out, like one of my last videos, don't ever let it go.
Yeah.
Like, don't let it go. You hold on to that, and it's a strategy that will work 20 years from now. And people say, well, are you worried about algorithms taking over? No, I embrace algorithms. Don't be afraid of algorithms. Don't be afraid of robots trading, guys. Because I'll tell you what, those robots, they need to follow the rules.
Yeah.
And our strategy is based off of the rules. Mm-hmm. And for some of you, I know it sounds like some sort of a TrickTrades pump, but it's not. It boils down to, it's just simple technicals, but mainly it has to do with human nature. Human nature hasn't changed in 250,000 years of evolution of modern man, and it won't change. Not the bare bones basics, not the basics of it, not the mechanics of what is human nature. That won't change. That'll never fucking change.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it.
Well, what changed it for me is when you explained it to me about a year ago, is when you said...
Sorry, guys, this is like third coffee in. So.
Yeah. I thought you did a couple bumps in the
Yeah, oh yeah, fucking couple rails.
No, but you know, when you explained it to me talking about a chart, you said it's not a chart of a stock price, it's a chart of emotion. And I always think of that, and it makes you calm down because you see what's happening in real time.
Yeah.
You can see it.
You can see it.
You know what I mean?
You can see it. It's not like these strategies where it's buy the breakout, or like if you're buying breakouts, guys, whew, man, it is going to be very tough. Look at Ross. Not to get into that, and it's not a bash. That's just simply his strategy. His strategy is to buy the morning gap ups, and you take it high over pre-market or a high over the first candle or whatever the fuck he's doing. That's basically what he's doing. He's buying the first candle to make a new high.
Yeah.
That's a breakout. When you buy breakouts, that's dumb money. That's dumb money trading. That's how retail trades. They chase. That's a chaser's strategy, and that's what they're doing. They're chasing.
Yeah.
Bottom line, you're chasing.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to chase.
Yeah.
You want to buy red and short fucking green. That's how you do it, but it needs to be done specifically, right? And it's not front side.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, don't trade the front side." Bullshit. I take that. Those are the only trades I take. I only take front side trades, and it's not like front side parabolic fucking penny stocks. Like, if you're trading penny stocks, get your head out of your ass. Like, you're in trouble. You are going to be in trouble. I'm telling you, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, you know, we were watching this video of this one trader, and he actually called his broker to complain about being, you know, he thought there was a problem. He goes, "Why are my fills being..."
And this is a professional, and he's basically blaming.
Yeah, and he's like, "Why are my fills taking so long?"
Yeah.
And he was bitching about 20 cents, and I was laughing. I'm like, that's our wiggle room.
Yeah, that's our
20
spread
cents
on some of these
out.
Stocks. Like 20 cents fucks
makes you
That's
call a broker?
so crazy. Yeah, 20 cents.
Crazy.
20 cents. And stressed. His hair was, it literally, he looked like Bozo the Clown. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about here, but he looked like fucking Bozo the Clown. He literally had those tufts of hair coming out the side with his fuck-ass ponytail and the tufts of hair coming out the fucking side. He looked like red hair, big red fucking stupid hair with big tufts of fucking hair.
He looks like such a beat, man. You should have heard him on the phone. If I was that
such a condescending cunt.
Oh, if I was that customer service rep, I was like, who the hell are you talking to right now?
He's a fucking prick, man.
Oh my God.
I do not. To me, a person like that, that passive aggressive and condescending, you are the worst type of person. He's that motherfucker that will absolutely degrade a person at McDonald's or any other type of fast food. He will degrade them and make them feel like shit if they fuck up on his order. I'm telling you.
It was the kind of he was asking these questions. He was asking these questions that were so condescending, and if you were listening to him, you would want to punch this guy right in the neck. I'm not even kidding you. It was bad. But
yeah, like absolutely. Sorry guys, it was starting to get dark out here, so Had to fix the, that's a little better, I'm sure.
Man, the sky is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy. You should see when it gets into golden hour, which is last hour before you see this kind of red glow. It's not the white balance being. That's what it literally looks like. Everything's got this orange. It's gorgeous, guys. And I know we're kind of straying off topic here, but man, I'm telling you, and this is why I get so amped up, and this is why I do what I do. I want people to have this, man. It fucking wires me right up.
It's totally attainable.
It is,
but
though.
You just have to listen, you know. And for the longest time, Pat used to just beat me down because all I would say was, "Well, what if it does this?" And Pat's like, "Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
it's not going to do that."
Gives a fuck. I can talk what ifs all day.
Yeah, and if it does do that, just get out. And it took me so long to put that in my brain, but now I don't even think about it. And
no.
My trading has done a 180 in the last 8 months,
you're
man.
fucking
solid. Yeah. Like, I can't believe it.
Tino's consistent. He's straight up
I rarely
fucking consistent.
I mean, I have red days, but I rarely have a red week, or I never have a red month.
No,
never.
No.
Never.
And that's the thing. You can have a red week as a consistently profitable trader. Listen to this. I'm serious. You got to listen to this because a lot of people don't know that they're doing well. Okay.
Yeah.
You can have a red day. You can have a red week. You cannot have a red month.
Yeah.
If you have a red month, something's fucked. Either your strategy is or you are. That's it. That's bottom line.
Yeah.
And remember that moving forward, okay? So if you and that doesn't mean if you're learning a strategy, that's different because you're trying to get emotions under control. That's a different ball game. I'm going to repeat that because people don't like to listen, so I want to say that again.
Yeah.
If you have a red week, a red day, a red week, that's fine. Red month, unacceptable. Unless you are learning a strategy and you are very new to trading.
Yeah.
That's okay because that could either be the strategy or it could be the emotions, your emotions, the way you're looking at the market. And it could just take some more time.
Yeah.
So remember that. It's important.
Yeah.
But no red months. We have
Never.
so many fucking people that are green month after month. It amps me, man. It amps me.
Yeah, and the consistency is coming through. I mean, we started a swing service not too long ago.
Yeah. It's insane.
I think over the last month we've had maybe 3 plays that didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, we'll put the link to the stats.
Yeah, we'll show you the stats.
It's crazy.
No joke.
It's crazy. And the thing is, they're not like some of these guys that post their stats and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Those were the trades. Those were the calls. I don't know what more to say.
And they're easy, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy.
Some of them happen pretty fast. Because these things are ready to go. That's the beautiful thing. We're finding these plays, these swing plays that you can hold for a week or two.
Yeah.
Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter.
Yeah.
But you can hold these, and like, boom, they're ready to go. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, look at SPLK, right? The other day, that thing went up. Fuck, how many points in one? 8 points in one day.
Yeah.
I believe that was one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Slow
It went
in the first
fucking
couple years.
parabolic that day. Boom.
I mean, we've had Alta.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing did 26 points.
No, 42. Fuck
42,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
42,
right.
42 or 44 points. Yeah, man.
I mean,
fucking incredible.
Just crushing it.
Yeah.
And we're just happy that everybody's making money because that's all we hear. People just love it.
Oh, and by the way, with Alta, because I know a lot of people were talking about Alta, we were in before that.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. We were in before that.
Yeah.
Before it started going.
Yeah.
And then everyone chased.
It's all documented.
Yeah, it's killer though.
Yeah,
We're
it's
fucking
awesome.
pumped.
And it's totally based on your strategy.
Yeah.
Which can run. We'll do it per week. We have 4 plays we usually put out per week. And a lot of these plays work the first week, and then the second week they just keep going.
Yeah.
So it's something that you can manage on your own, and which is great because we're teaching you guys how to be self-sufficient with it.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
awesome.
our goal, right? A lot of these guys, they want to keep them chained to you.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. You know, do I want you to stick around? Fucking rights, I do.
Yeah.
You got to pay your dues. I tell you what, if I had a guy that showed me the rope, showed me the way, I'd gladly fucking stick around and give back to the community. Like that's all I got to say. But you know where we're headed though in the market? We're in for a wild ride. This China trade deal. It's not gonna happen for a long time. Just like I said, a year and a year and a half ago. When it first started, I said it wasn't, maybe even, no, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it was from last winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
last
So
winter.
a good solid year. We'll call it a good solid year,
Yeah.
and it's still going, and it's not going to be anytime soon.
No,
They're trying
I
to
mean-
wait each other out.
No, I mean, in my opinion, of course, I think what's going to happen is, and I don't want to get all the backlash. I'm not getting political. I'm just saying 2020 is going to be a crazy year with the election. There's going to
It's gonna be stupid.
It's going to be nuts. So obviously, Trump's going to wait and fix this trade deal next year, so
Yeah.
he can use it as leverage.
Yeah,
That's what I think's going to.
I think he's going to wait till the last minute.
That's what I
Yeah,
think.
it'll be a last minute play.
Yeah.
And then it's like, look, see, I
Yep.
got the deal done.
Yep.
Just like I said I would, guys. And then
Yeah.
that's all people will remember going to the polls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's what
Yep.
I think's going to happen.
Totally.
It's going to be a crazy year, guys. Next 2020 is going to be nuts.
Yep.
Like, and it's going to be great for us because we just love that volatility.
Oh,
man.
fuck, man.
We
That's
love
a crazy thing. The volatility. We've seen nothing but people say how slow the penny stock
Yeah,
market has been.
yeah.
They'll catch the occasional play to play, but that's it. And how
Yeah.
slow it's been. We haven't had a fucking slow day.
No.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
It's
no.
insane. Why would you want to trade anything else?
It's nuts.
It is nuts.
It's nuts what's going on. And, coming into, we've got some stuff on the back burner. We've got some killer plays coming up that we're going to work for the holidays coming up
Yeah.
that are going to crush it.
Insane.
But, yeah.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
insane, really
so,
crazy.
I'm
Yeah, we're
psyched.
really excited moving forward. We got a lot of really big things coming up, and I know it's getting dark here, guys, and everything, but we got a lot of really cool things coming up. For members, for future members, and for non-members alike. We got a lot of really, really cool stuff coming up, and we're really excited to bring it to you. I mean, that's what TrickTrades has always been about. It's always
Yeah.
about doing things differently and changing people's lives. And I know we've hit the mark. That was the mission I set out to be. A lot of people ask me, why did you open up another trade service? Well, number one, it's not
Yeah.
like a chat room. Like,
Yeah.
is there a chat room? Yes. But it's not. It's not a chat
It's
room.
education going
It's
on there.
completely 100%
Yeah.
education. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. Once you reach a certain level of consistency, and you'll fight this in your career, I'm telling you guys, you'll get bored. You'll get bored out of your skull. Day trading is very boring. If you're not bored, you're either a newbie or you're not doing it right. You're a gambler looking for a rush. It's boring. It's supposed to be boring. And that's what gets me out of bed, is helping people. And I fucking love it.
Yeah, this is totally attainable for anybody. And I always say this, for all of you that are on the fence, that are just tuning in for the first time, you're just getting to know us, I'm just going to tell you this as a piece of advice. In a year from now, you're going to wish you started today.
Yeah.
Because in a year
100%.
from now, you're going to look back and say, man, I
What the
wish
fuck?
I started.
Yep.
Because I'd be so much far
And
ahead.
people ask me how long it takes, and it's about a year. But it's not like you don't see progress until
no.
then. And you'll see your trading will turn around. I say this all the time.
Yeah.
3 months. That's what you got to give me. 3 months,
Yeah.
and I'll turn your trading around. I'll rewire you, and then the process begins. And then that's when you can start your growth.
Yeah.
But it's a year to where you can go full time. So I think we're losing focus here. So let's wrap it up. Tino, it was awesome having you
It was
here.
awesome. We got the barbecue. I just brought it down. Killer food the last couple days.
Absolutely nuts. These Traeger grills are nuts.
Dude, nuts. Just don't ask me to bring down anything else.
No,
except,
that was a fucking shit show.
That was nuts.
That
man.
was a shit
If you
show.
could have seen what I had to bring down on the plane, people were looking at me cross-eyed. They thought
Yeah.
I was stupid. But
But yeah, we got big things coming.
Yeah, guys, I'm
I'm
psyched.
happy. And if I'm happy, you guys should be happy. And let's do this. So we got more of these to come.
Yeah.
And we'll start doing them remotely. I'll fly out to Vegas. We'll do some of these. I
You're
know
not-
it's been a
you're
while.
not-
You guys have been asking for them, but
you're not coming to Vegas, man.
No. So this was kind of a last moment type of thing. So I hope you guys enjoy the first session back, and we'll get a real good personal dialogue going with you guys, and I'm fucking excited. So on that note, guys, have a good one.
Later, guys.
Later.